Okay.
So, a subject that I'd like to discuss is when you drive in subdivisions such as this one, you have to drive on very narrow roads. And that's what we are about to do over here. So I'm gonna make a left turn on this road. One problem that we deal with is that you will encounter a bunch of vehicles that are obstacles. Like over here, this pickup truck is parked at an intersection here that is not very convenient for a commercial vehicle to go around. So what you do, you proceed very slowly, making sure that you clear that curb and that you don't come into a collision with that vehicle. You use all your mirrors, your cross view mirrors, your flat mirrors and such to make sure that you clear on both sides. And over there, I'm about to enter a curve. And what is important to do when you drive in a very narrow curve, such as this with a commercial vehicle, is to make sure that you don't clip any of these mailboxes and that you don't come into a collision with the incoming traffic. So you go very slowly, and if necessary, you do drive over the incoming lane of traffic. That's what I'm about to do. Because if I don't do that, we see that mailbox over here to my right. If I don't do that, I will clip that mailbox. I don't want to do that. Of course, it's easy right now because I don't have any incoming traffic. That's why I drive slow, because if a vehicle came from, the other way, then I have to be prepared to stop and let that vehicle drive around my vehicle. So we make a stop over here, and then something else to consider when you drive on a narrow road such as this one is that a lot of especially new drivers, a mistake that many new drivers do is when they see an incoming vehicle, they have a tendency to let that vehicle drive them on the right side of the road to the ditch, because they don't want to come into a collision with that vehicle. When you do not want to be driven in the ditch, what you do, you stay in your lane, and if you see that the driver, for some reasons, maybe the other driver doesn't know how to stay in the middle of his or her lane, that could be possible. Well, whatever the reason is, you need to be ready to slow down or stop, and then you wait for that vehicle to drive around you. But you shouldn't be, because you want to accommodate that vehicle, pull so far to the right to where your vehicle will collide with an object, where you will be stuck because there's a soft shoulder, and you just get stuck with your vehicle and need to be towed because you let that driver basically pressure you and drive too far to the right hand side of the road. So this is the way you should approach driving in a narrow road, on a narrow road. Thank you.